Hold on.
Two. What am I holding on to?
Wait, are we started?
We started.
Every time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. This is donein30 with Matt and Zach. I'm
Oh,
Zach.
snap. You got it right in the first take.
Yes, thank you. I'm Zach, and you're...
I am Fort Flagon Furbright. Oh, let me take that again.
Take two!
I am Matthew Albright, and this is donein30.
Or using last names?
Yeah, why not?
All right, whatever. Anyways, welcome to the show, everybody.
Where we ramble and rave.
April 16th, 2015. It is a beautiful and sunny day here in Indianapolis, Indiana.
It is
approximately 71 degrees.
An amazing day. I mean, it's kind of overcast right now, but earlier it was.
yeah.
I can see like
Honestly,
the billowing smoke of people like barbecuing off in the distance.
Honestly, it's so beautiful out. You can do practically anything. You want to go cut the grass. You want to go
Why would
out,
you want to cut grass?
drop the top and go for a
It's like
drive in your
yard work.
convertible. Well, some of us have yards, Matthew.
I got a guy that does that for me.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Glengarry
Glenn Ross.
Gregory Jeff.
Craig. Yeah. I Why don't you know his name, Matt? You don't pay him, do you?
I don't. I mean, I don't directly pay for his
his
services,
employ, but indirectly
I think
your money goes into his pocket.
some sort of pool that they all swim in or something. It's complicated.
I mean, like a
Like a literal pool of money. I don't
lawn lawn care union pool.
know. It's a non-regulation union pool. They like to
Okay.
stir it up.
What if there is a union for lawn care workers or landscaping professionals?
The lawnmower men. What would you call them?
Well, they wouldn't be the Teamsters. They'd be something like
Greenpeace.
yeah,
That's actually what Greenpeace is.
Oh man, we've been fooled this whole time.
They're actually
Greenpeace is actually the union for grass cutters.
You need wood cut. You need your lawn
you-
taken care of.
yeah, you
Some
need
rose
that-
bushes.
You need that mulch put in.
Screw the wills.
We're Greenpeace, and we're here to cut your grass.
All right.
All right. Well, we got the show started off just fine, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. No, you were saying something earlier before we started this about like Windows.
Oh yes, this is a phenomenon I wanted to bring up. I don't understand why. Okay,
Why
so
is it always?
what's the deal? So here, let me paint you a picture.
Paint me a picture.
So I'm getting off work. I get in my car. It's warm, so I roll all my windows down.
Now, whenever you say warm,
If I did not roll the windows down and I did not turn the air conditioning on, I would have profusely sweat.
would an animal perish if you
Yes.
leave them in? Okay.
A living organism would most likely perish. Okay, look, it wasn't like the middle of summer, but I'm just saying that it was warm. I was uncomfortable, and I was ready for that fresh air on my face. I work in a building for 9 hours a day, so
I assume that building has air conditioning, so whenever you walk out,
well, sure,
you're
but
like,
yeah, but I mean, fresh air is huge. I mean, for me at least. Okay, so that's what I'm getting to. The point is that I drove all the way to your apartment, windows down, whole way. I mean, I
right on. I was
just
rolling.
it was
windows
amazing.
down,
I had the music blaring and just
took a can opener, peeled my top off so I could have a convertible.
There was a lot more traffic on the way here than I wanted there to be.
I don't know what's going on today, but it was just like backed up
Yeah.
traffic.
I chose to take city streets. I even took Masters Road, you know, that little back
Yeah,
road.
96.
Yeah, from 96 to Masters and Masters to 82nd. That was the
You
only.
can go Masters to 80s. I did not know that.
Yeah, it makes a couple of wicked curves. It comes out there by the Starbucks, and there's
I know the Starbucks well.
what's on that corner? There's like a check and go place or whatever that's on the south side of the road.
Sprinkled all across our great city.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. Anyways, well, the point is that that was the only stretch of road that I didn't like sit in traffic, and I left work late. I mean, I came over here late. It's odd.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if there's like construction going on in Biddeford, but there was just an abnormal amount of people.
I'll tell you what, on 96th Street, there was some putts in the fast lane. I guess their car just broke down, and they just decided to put the flashers on and wait for a tow truck.
I mean, if your engine block explodes,
Let me tell you this. I saw no evidence that it even needed to be towed, and it was just odd that they didn't like... There was an officer there, hazards on, keeping the traffic going around. Why didn't they just push it out of the way? Whatever.
Is the white flag still a thing? If you put a white flag on your tail antenna, that's supposed to be like, hey, I need help immediately?
Well...
I know that was in the driver's manual handbook thing that I read. in
driver's ed.
Yeah.
I never took driver's ed, so I wouldn't know.
I mean, you had to study the manual to pass the thing, though, right?
My mother taught me how to drive.
But you still had to take a written test.
Yes, that is true. I took a written test, and then probably the easiest driving test I've ever taken in my entire life. The lady
turn the car on. Okay, were you passed?
No, we actually did parallel park and all that jazz. But boy, I had her talking. I had her laughing. I mean, you thought I was an entertainer, and it was like comedians in cars with coffee with Jerry Seinfeld.
You know, I still have never seen it.
And
Never seen it.
I was Jerry Seinfeld. And basically, what I'm implying
What's
is
the deal with parking brakes?
he stole the idea from me. Is my point.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because I did this
had
back
footage.
Yeah, he must have found out from this driving instructor how much fun it was to get in a car and talk to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I own that. Look, okay, we're doing.
Well, that was your first set, and you killed.
Yeah, I killed it. Okay, so the whole way here, I have my windows down. I'm enjoying the fresh air. I'm enjoying my rap music, which I'm not proud of. But the point is,
Are you listening to rap music?
yeah, we'll get to that. So it's just odd that nobody else has all their windows down. I saw a few cracked windows. I even saw some people with just their driver window down. So I mean, I'll let that slide.
So at what temperature? Like, what's the minimum? Minimum temperature that you would accept.
All windows down. Minimum, like,
and then
I don't
maximum
know, 65 with the
65?
sun out. I mean, it was 70 with the sun out when I came over here. Well, it was overcast, but the point is that it's beautiful out.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. It's a little muggy right now. I don't know if they didn't want their makeup to run or something.
Well, okay, I'll in women's defense or men with long hair, I know that the wind messes your hair up. I get it. Let's say you're going out to dinner, you don't want to get your hair fucked up.
I mean, if anything, it helps my hair. It goes from
like
flat
normal to frizzy.
Yep.
Bring.
It goes from curly to super curl.
Insta perm. I got that perm, baby.
Like a poodle, just I'm just sticking my head out of the car.
I mean, that's really not a bad idea. Just take a shower and then get in the car and let it do its thing.
The old lady has to hold the wheel so I don't just go veering off into traffic.
The old lady.
Yeah.
Why is there an old lady in your car? Why is she steering while you're driving, Matt?
I don't know.
Man, this is...
It's a complicated series of pedals and levers.
All right. Sorry.
So rap music and Windows.
Oh, okay. So windows down, rap music blazing. Well, not blazing, but also another quick phenomenon I wanted to bring up is the fact that you and I are Caucasian, and although I'm not a huge fan of rap music, I will be honest.
I won't deny that I may or may not be of the Caucasus.
Caucasus?
Yep.
Yeah. What do you when you fill out your taxes? Or wait a minute, when you fill out the census, what do you put down?
Jedi.
Is that something you can write in?
They have a little.
Yeah, I bet they do. Like, we got the fill-in box for the other race.
Yeah, I'll put a. Was
okay,
it
well,
necromorph from or something? Xenomorph from Alien.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think I closely identify with a creature with two mouths, because I do eat a lot.
No comment. So, anyways, another interesting tidbit that I thought of on the way here was that I have no problem blaring rap music that is from a white person because they don't generally say the N-word.
Does that make you uncomfortable?
No, but I don't want other people knowing I'm listening. I don't know. It's just like this weird feeling.
I mean, they know what you're listening to based on the drum pattern.
Well, that's true, but
like if your car is just like boom, boom.
Well, that's generic, so I'm sure it could be anybody. But I'm just saying that, like,
I'm sorry, I wasn't finished.
Where's that sick solo at? The little drum fill. Look, I'm just saying that I actually feel more comfortable blaring music from a white person that raps because they don't say the N-word 20 times in a song. I mean,
and we were taught as little Boy Scouts not to say the N-word.
Yeah, I mean, because it's not an appropriate word to begin with.
It's just hate-filled speech.
It is hate-filled speach, and when you
Yet
listen
it's
to...
slathered all over everything.
Thank you. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Anyway, so I feel a lot more comfortable blaring, not blaring, but just listening to rappers that are white because they generally don't use the N-word. Unless they have, like, a guest on their song that is black and they're allowed to, I guess.
I mean, are there words that we can say?
That other people can't?
Yeah.
I don't know, certain Yiddish terms, I guess. That's about it, but that's more like a Jewish thing.
Yeah.
That's not exactly a I'm white and you can't say that. I don't know. Very true. I guess, but then again, you can't really, like, I'm a white man and I'm young. So there is technically nothing that should offend me.
Yeah.
I mean, I have not. Like, when is the last time that a male Caucasian in his 20s was oppressed? Other than being gay in somewhere like Russia, where they just like arrest you or kill you because you prefer men over women. Other than that, there's like nothing. You can't like, yes, back in the 1760s, white men were oppressed in early Europe. I mean, there's no place in the history book that I can recall where a white dude is like oppressed, enslaved, I don't know, just generally oppressed. How's that? What's a $5 word for oppressed?
Oppressed.
Oh, okay, good.
Absconded, I don't know.
Ooh, absconded. My father and his father before me were absconded.
Yeah.
I don't know, that sounds kind of cool.
But that means like to steal, though. Like you would steal them from their natural habitat and make them slave. I was thinking like Old Testament something or other.
My father was stolen from his natural habitat.
He was there at the 7-Eleven. No,
he
was there buying stamps on a Saturday.
Oh man, he was at the 7-Eleven just trying to get another pack of Marlboros, and they snatched him. Snatched him up.
And then they took him. Where would they take him?
I don't know. Maybe like a classy neighborhood.
Jeez. It's like, I don't know where I'm at. I don't see no 7-Elevens.
This guy
clearly we are in Canada.
This man needs culture. My God.
Are there 7-Elevens in Canada?
No, I don't know that for a fact, but I can tell you.
Do you know French? Would it be like the equivalent, just like
whatever 7?
Yeah, 7 and then 11. I don't know. It's even an elf in German, but that doesn't help at all.
The way I see it is that 7-Eleven is trademarked like Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it is.
Or Johnny Depp. So if you're listening, those are the two things I came up with. If you're listening to like a Japanese, a Spanish, a whatever, or you're watching something, and they'll just go Johnny Depp.
That's like Superman.
They
on Telemundo.
There's no translation for it.
Superman.
Superman. Yeah, I mean, there's no translation, and it's a trademarked thing. You can't just say like El Coca-Cola. It's Coca-Cola, or it's Pepsi,
right?
Or it's McDonald's. I mean, there's no translation.
Noun.
Yeah, you're right. It's a proper noun. There's no translation for it because, well, they've established a name, and they'll probably pay a lot of money to kill you in your home if you mispronounce it.
So, white rappers. Let's go back to that.
Yeah, that was about it. I just wanted to say that I'm more comfortable listening to white rap music with other people listening or that could hear me because they don't use certain vulgar language that, I don't know, it's hard to describe.
I don't even think I can think of a white rapper who does use the N-word at all.
I mean, there's a guy from Memphis that has an occasional guy that's black in his songs, and they'll say it.
Yeah, I don't really listen to, like, Bubba Sparks and stuff.
Is Bubba Sparks white?
I think so.
I thought Bubba Sparks was a woman. Oh, that's Jordan Sparks. My pop culture is a little rusty.
Yeah, based on the bar trivia yesterday.
Oh.
It was like music, and everyone's just like, damn it, it's gonna be something about ridiculous. Sting or Rod Stewart or
what 1985's top
back in the 1994
single.
Eagles tour.
Well, in their defense, there are a lot of patrons at that bar that would be old enough to know the answers to those questions.
True, but they'd have to be like in their 40s of like late 40s.
Yeah, the Stacked Pickle though, they draw like a universal crowd. I mean, you could have your kid there if you wanted to.
I suppose reading off some of those names though were a bit much.
Reading off some of the what names?
The names of the trivia teams.
Okay, yeah, that is true. They were as sexually grafted.
Explicit? Well, they weren't really explicit. They were like suggestive.
Well, what is that called? Like the restaurant right down the road from your house is called Twin Peaks. We all know why it's called Twin Peaks.
Oh, double entendre.
Double entendre. So every trivia team name was a double entendre.
Yeah, it really was. Some of them were pretty creative too.
And they were, yeah. I mean, it's like those are kind of.
Do you remember any of them?
Great story.
I remember one of them was like the Village Idiots.
That's pretty good.
That seems like a low-hanging fruit joke, though.
A low-hanging.
Well, there's
fruit.
like
Because it's easy to pick.
Yeah, yeah.
Well done.
But like the ones that are high up, the ones you have to kind of climb around for, like the Tosh Point oh jokes, the one where you're waiting. Oh, there it is.
And there it is. I actually I don't recall. Gotta wiggle that mouse with. Oh yeah.
You don't tell me what to do. All right,
we're good. Yeah. Anyways, so the trivia names were exciting, but that was Thursday, and today. Oh wait, that was Wednesday, and today's Thursday.
Yep.
So what's going on this weekend, Matt?
Very good question. And this kind of gives us some time to talk about something I wanted to talk about last week.
I don't know, the past 3 podcasts.
Yeah. I don't know, but this weekend on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, there's going to be a convention. On Friday and Saturday, it's the Who's Your Con gaming convention, like tabletop stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably like bring my Cards Against Humanity set and play with people.
That is awesome.
And they also do like D&D stuff, Magic the Gathering.
Oh yeah.
There's this game called Bears. It's really fun to play.
What's it called?
Bears. And you have these dice, and like you can only roll like one of 3 things, and like the huntsmen kill the bears, the people sleep in the tents, and then that's pretty much it. You're basically trying to like grab these dice and make pairs.
Oh, it's like rock paper scissors.
Sort of like everyone throws their dice in the middle, and then there's like bears, and then
you start furiously punching each other. It's a dice game that turns into just a physical altercation every time.
It was developed by the Irish, so I mean,
family fun. Mom and Dad will enjoy a night in with the boys.
With bears, made by the McFeud brothers.
Yeah. Make sure Mom and Dad has plenty to drink before you start the game. That way, when you punch them, they're a little more they're softened up.
Comes with an enlarged shot glass, so you can use it to do the dice or to take a drink.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that'd be a fun drinking game.
That I do this thing called it's apples to apples, but I call it apples to assholes. It's basically the same thing as Cards Against Humanity, but like anytime the person gets it right, they have to take a shot, drink a swill or whatever they're doing.
Gotcha.
And it gets pretty fun around like round 10 or so.
Oh yeah, you get a little wasted.
Yeah, everyone gets really giggly.
Well, yeah, it's already like a silly game. So if you're drinking heavily, or you're drinking at all,
I feel like Cards Against Humanity is a little bit too easy to be dirty.
Yeah.
Apples, you kind of have to like work at it.
Oh my God!
And throw those bombs down.
Did I tell you I learned something the last time I played? No.
No, you're not going to talk about...
No, we're not going to talk about it because you need to keep talking about the convention this weekend. Keep going.
Well, we'll circle back to that.
Yeah, we will circle back to that.
So what am I going to be doing this Sunday? I'll be selling my comic at the Independent Self-Publisher Convention.
And what's the comic's name?
It is called Reggie and the Rabbit.
Oh. I thought it was Reggie the Rabbit.
It was, but I changed it just to clarify. Because everyone was like, so is Reggie a rabbit? And I was like, no, he's not. The rabbit's just a metaphor. And
blew my mind.
Yeah, like in the story, the rabbit kind of projects what's going to happen to Reggie.
It's Reggie and the Rabbit.
Yeah, Reggie and the Rabbit.
Now that's a good talk show.
Reggie and the Rabbit. So what do you think? It's just a rabbit on chairs.
Every time they go to talk to the rabbit, it's just eating, or it jumps out of the chair after it shits.
And back to you, Reggie.
All right, Reggie. Apparently the rabbit's not looking to talk right now. Reminds me of that Family Guy Dingo and the Baby. God, that was funny. It was so well done to make fun of like shock jocks and people on the radio.
I don't know if I've ever listened to a shock jock. I'm like more familiar with.
They've kind of cleaned up, but
making fun of it than actually like listening to it.
Sure. Well,
like
I don't know.
The only shock jock I know of, I guess, is like Howard Stern.
Yeah. He's probably one of like the survivors,
right?
Because a lot of them have probably been just kind of like.
Didn't we have like Don and Mike here?
Fired.
Or was that in the South?
Don and Mike. There was on. I mean, there's several radio shows. I mean, the Bob and Tom show is what I listen to. But I mean, every like, every other station it seems like has a morning show.
That's true. That's kind of where you
pretty like calm and tailored and not
And now the
asinine.
weather.
Yeah, I mean, like they'll have fun and laughs and stuff, but it's not overly. It's not
You're
overkill.
so fun, Carrie.
Yeah, but they don't play like all like the ridiculous noises and stuff. I think maybe it was more like an '80s thing.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. I mean, whenever you play Vice City and you get in the car and the radio comes on, it's just do 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 do. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's Laszlo.
Yeah, Laszlo. Laszlo. Sorry.
Do I have anything? Oh, I'll be there selling stuff at the Wyndham Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
12 to 5 probably.
I like it.
Or as long as they will allow me to be on the premises.
And then we'll next time we'll actually discuss what that comic is.
I mean, we can do it right now. I don't care. I mean, I don't want to give too much away because then there's no point to read it.
Spoiler alert.
Actually, if you do want to read my comic or the majority of it,
What website could they go to?
you can go to matattack.com now. It's spelled really, really
Ridiculous.
irritating.
Yeah, why don't you go and spell that slowly?
MATTATTAQ.
There's a lot of T's in there.
There are a lot of T's.
So that's matattack.com.
Mm-hmm. No forward or backslash. You can
None of that bullshit.
just take that, throw it out the window.
You know, I'm almost positive, even if you misspell it and you type that in Google,
And it's
I'm
like,
sure
did you mean...
yeah, no, I'm saying it'll probably find it.
If you do Matt Attack with 3 T's, I have a Tumblr page.
Oh.
Yeah, that's 3 T's.
Sorry. So there's a Tumblr page. There's a comic book page.
There's an Instagram. There's a
Ooh.
Facebook. There's a Reddit link.
Really?
Yeah, I usually post it on Reddit as well.
Nah, that's where to put it out.
Yep, r/comics.
Oh, nice. So you want to hear about my history lesson with the Cards Against Humanity game?
Yes, I would love to hear
So
the history lesson.
yeah.
It was that bad?
Whether I was taught this in school or not, it's bad. Excuse me. All right. So it starts off with somebody playing a card that says smallpox
Smallpox blanket?
smallpox blanket.
Uh-huh.
That's a card.
Yeah, I know.
And the
So when
the
where this...
cue or the question was like makes a great gift, or what would you drop? What would you airdrop into war, or something like that? And I remember one of them I put like puppies or whatever. I thought it was funny. And somebody threw down smallpox blanket, and
It's so accurate though.
I did not know why that was so funny. And my friend Nate, who's way more educated than I am, apparently explains that.
As he's silently chuckling to himself.
Oh yeah, no, he was having a really good time with that one.
A good guffaw.
So basically, he explains to me that during the
Is it the Indian
the Native
American
Americans,
War? In the late 1700s?
I was just trying to think of what a good term to call this, but basically, when our ancestors came to this rock of land and forcibly took it from the Native Americans, they would give them blankets infected with smallpox to kill them off.
And
That's a real thing.
It killed off like whole villages.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's kind of like the Typhoid Mary thing at first. She was just trying to help some
Typhoid
people.
Mary.
Yeah, have you heard of that? It was like one of the earliest cases of typhoid fever, I think. And this lady had typhus or whatever it's called, and she would go and like help people, and she would just spread the infection. And I don't know if it was one of those situations because the bacteria is in England, and
Well, yeah, the white man brought over some diseases the Native Americans weren't even used to yet.
right. Speaking of which, they don't have rabies in Japan like at all.
For real?
Yeah.
Not even wildlife?
Nope.
What?
Yeah. Whenever animals get shipped over from Japan,
They have to have rabies shots?
Well, they have to be like in a cell for 6 months. Have to be like contained for 6 months for some reason. To see if they'll actually like react and go rabid.
I'll be damned.
So there's something about America that just makes people go crazy.
It's America. Go rabid.
Yeah, I mean that's like the slogan of Vegas, right?
No, it's what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
I thought it was.
Well, it can be. I mean, depending on how many opiates you have in your system. I mean, you're going to be drooling from the mouth eventually. Come to Vegas. You're going to die. Whether you cheat the casino or OD on drugs, it's going to be a bad time.
if you really want to learn something about your parents, play Cards Against Humanity with your parents.
Oh man, that'd be pretty fun.
Yeah. Like somebody throws down with confidence, like the Schmegma card.
Oh god.
And you're like, do you know what that is?
So, I didn't get to see it the last time I played, but there's my favorite card in the deck. Let me see. Let me make sure I don't mess this up. It's an answer card, or whatever you call it.
Right.
And the answer is Neil Patrick Harris sitting in a kiddie pool full of semen.
And that one always wins, too.
It is, I mean, I swear, that's gotta
like
be it.
who had
Like
that
verbatim,
idea?
Verbatim, that's what it is.
Who had that idea? Who transposed that to card form?
A genius. Clearly somebody smarter than you and I. Can you
See-
imagine them building Cards Against Humanity? Like making the game and just choosing?
I think it came out after Apples to Apples.
Oh, it had to have, yeah.
I don't want to say it was a direct ripoff or
No,
like
no,
a
no, no,
dirtier
no.
slant, but I mean that's
No.
pretty much what the game is.
I don't know.
And-
Yeah. How did they copyright that?
I mean, you can't really copyright the rules of Monopoly if you change the pieces, but it's the same game.
Kind of.
I mean, that's like
The board would have to be different. The
Yeah.
name would have to be different.
but the rules can be the same. You roll a dice, you move a piece, things happen.
Yeah, things happen. That's pretty much every board game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I guess with cards, you can only do a certain number of things until you get really intricate and start turning the cards 90 degrees to denote things and have different turn phases. And
Well, that's like Magic, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, Magic didn't copy anybody, so.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, no.
I mean, there's so many different card games like that, too. I mean, I can only think of Pokemon and Magic.
Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh,
but
Magic.
Yu-Gi-Oh, that's another big one, yeah.
Mage Wars. Now there's a whole like deck building empire of games.
Really?
Yeah, or like they have a different theme. It's the same game effectively, but there'll be like Street Fighter or Marvel.
Oh, really?
What's another one? Munchkin. That one's kind of fun.
DC. Munchkin. No, that's something I haven't played in forever, but that is definitely a good one.
It's kind of the nerdier fare of games
Yeah, it is.
because like you're basically playing like a watered down version of D&D, leveling up, collecting gear.
Yeah, but I mean, you can be pretty loaded is the term I'll
Yeah.
use.
And then
y-
I've got like
you can
ridiculous house
still
rules.
function.
I've got like a dueling system built in where
Say what?
you would use your say if you wanted somebody something, you would duel them and you would both roll a dice and then add it to whatever your modifiers are.
Oh, okay.
And whoever wins, they can't kick down any doors or get any treasures, but they can like steal an item.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, it can get pretty dirty.
yeah. Oh my goodness.
There's a lot of like nemesis action.
And anytime I play with Elizabeth, I mean, it's like us two against the world.
Oh, that's
It's
cute.
it's a little unfair, I'll have to say.
Aw, that's sweet.
Or like sliding things under the table. Not really. Over the table because you can trade.
Yeah, naturally. Oh, speaking of Elizabeth, she had a special day yesterday.
She did. She had a birthday.
What's that?
It is the day of your birth. Personified into day form. And you can't
A-
sing
a
you
day
can't
of
sing the
birth.
birthday song on air because
You-
you get sued. It's a trademarked or whatever you call it,
Oh, yeah,
copywritten.
we had discussed that. Well, the point is that happy birthday, Elizabeth. She turns a modest 28 years old.
She's what 5 or 6 months older than me, something like that. So I'm still 27.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's
Looming.
steady decline down to 30.
Steady decline to 30.
Or we reevaluate our lives like, what did we do wrong? And
What have I done with myself? My 20s are gone.
the only thing I know how to do now is whittle.
Oh, God. The only thing I know how to do now is talk about the weather. How about that rainstorm coming in? I mean, come on. According to my parents, the 30s are the best.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you get a lot of stuff going on. Your career starts.
Yeah, like career starts, and you're just not. I don't know. I guess at that point, everybody has their stuff together. So,
Speaking of career, what did you want to be whenever you were a kid?
what did I want to be?
Yeah.
Um.
Like, what's your earliest memory?
Ooh.
Like, I want to be a trapper keeper.
that is a good question.
I want to be a bookmark. I want to be a burglar.
You know what? I don't think I had a childhood career.
Really? I think I wanted to
I
be
just-
a dinosaur. No, I wanted to be Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes. Just hang out with a.
I would be a
make-believe friend.
dinosaur. When did you switch to be a bank teller? Last year. Son of a bitch. Don't lose that dinosaur.
Don't lose those tiny arm dreams.
Yeah. Whatever he says.
Of course, I wanted to be a Tyrannosaurus Rex because that was the coolest one on Jurassic Park and all the toys.
Velociraptor was where is that, son?
Yeah, I guess you had the pack mentality, but
Yeah. Well, they're like a little smaller and agile.
yeah, and their scientists say that Velociraptors actually had like feathers and stuff since they evolved from chickens.
Say what?
Yeah, if you go to like the internet right now and type in like Velociraptor, you'll see a bunch of pictures of Velociraptors with feathers.
The internet?
The interwebs. And the internet doesn't lie, does it?
So before we sign off today, because we're rapidly approaching the 30-minute mark.
Oh my gosh! Please email us something.
No, I just wanted to say that apparently birds, as a whole, I believe, are the only remaining dinosaurs.
Probably, or some kind of water creature.
Yeah, like they basically are the only thing left from the dinosaur.
Or were
era.
those sea lice, the little trilobites or whatever they're called?
Oh well, I mean, there's like bacteria and stuff like that.
No, it looks like it's like a horseshoe crab.
Oh.
Yeah, those things are ancient.
Well, okay, but again, that's in the water. I'm
Right.
sorry. As far as like air and land.
Well, you still got
animals?
crocodiles. That's like modern day dinosaur.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
And
But I mean, again,
snakes. I guess they're like a devolved form because they even have like vestigial limbs and stuff. They even have like hip bones and stuff.
Well, this is true, and I think dinosaurs are basically just prehistoric reptiles.
Right. We were all taken out by a giant meteor.
Or
I wonder what's going to take us out.
a giant meteor.
A wrecking ball. Miley Cyrus and a wrecking ball.
Thank you. No, it's probably going to be something big like that. I mean, it's none of that 2012 bullshit where they're like...
What if it's an app? An app that just kills everyone?
Well,
It's the new iPhone 10.4.4 app.
Oh man, you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of that scene from like Scary Movie 17 or whatever, where the iPod crashes down. It's making fun of War of the Worlds, and it's a huge iPod. Oh, it doesn't crash down; it rips itself out of the ground, and everyone's like, and then it like it's the big turn wheel style, and so the wheel scrolls to like 80s hits, and it's just like a dance party for a few seconds, and then it switches and it goes to like world destruction, and everybody starts screaming and runs away. It's so dumb, but I'm still laughing. It's funny. That's comedy.
Just like movie 43, I thought that was hilarious.
Oh my god, movie 43 was exceptionally funny,
And I mean, it was like funny in the wrong way, I think.
the whole thing was hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, even at the end, I don't want to spoil
Oh
it for
my
those that
gosh.
haven't seen it, but
The
ending.
animation.
The ending even was like, oh, there was even a plot twist. A ridiculous comedy like that still had a plot twist. All right, well, I need to blow my nose maliciously, so...
Email us donein30.
donein30@gmail.com.
Let me spell it for you guys. DONEIN30 at gmail.com. Please.
@. If you're listening to this and you have anything to say, please email us. Anything. Love mail, hate mail,
Apathetic mail.
unemotional mail. Yeah, apathetic, yeah.
Junk mail.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll talk to you kids next Thursday, I suppose.
And see you at the Wyndham this weekend.
Come downtown.
Bah.